Let's go. What's going on, everybody out there? It's Ron Brown, LMC, the People's Fitness Professional, alongside my co-host,
Mikey Fever.
And this is a New Yorker's Perspective. Hey, I just want to let everybody know, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you make sure you get the podcast whenever it comes out. Everybody on Spotify and Apple and all that, I want you to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Get our numbers back up after taking a 3-week break. You guys in attention spans, oh man, crazy.
72 hours.
If we take 3 weeks off, we lose the freaking audience. Woo! Yo, wow, that was deep right there.
72 hours. They say the average human being has for attention span 72 hours.
Wow, that must have been in recent times with the cell phone. So let's go right into it before we lose other people's attention. Let's go straight into today's podcast. Today is about the Muslim Deen, red, black, and green. Muslim Deen, red, black, and green. And let me just introduce the people on the panel today. We have Victorious LLR on the check-in. We got Brother Magnetic on the check-in. And brother, how do you pronounce your name, brother?
Fly Reef.
Fly Reef. Okay, I thought you were trying to pronounce it another way. Okay, Fly Reef. Fly Reef. I like that. Okay, so Brother Fly Reef, where are you from?
Originally Brooklyn, New York, Brownsville.
Oh, okay, from the Ville. All right.
Yeah, I'm from the Ville.
Right.
Never ran, never will.
It was good. I got a Brooklyn native with me. Flatbush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, so let's talk about it. Being that today is about the Muslim Deen, red, black, and green, let's go with the first question. How long has the Muslim community been in Brooklyn? Is its group primarily black or no?
Muslim been in Brooklyn for years, man. Even before I was born, and I started out being like just black, but now it's gentrified. It's like more different. You got Arabs, you got a lot of Africans, West Indians. They were there growing up too. So it's always been a melting pot. So it's always been a mixture of different Muslims. It's just like the different sides of Brooklyn that you go to, like downtown Brooklyn, Bay Ridge. Growing up, that was like more Arab Muslims that way, and like Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, that was more African American Muslims.
Okay. Now you sound like you have a bit of an accent. Are you like of Caribbean descent?
Nah, I just be with a lot of foreigners, so I'm like I can blend cultures. You know what I mean? Like I'm a New Yorker. We grew up as a melting pot, so I'm just a culture. I'm a cultural individual, man.
Got you. Yeah. All right. So let's go into the second question. That was quick and nice and easy. All right. What are the unique qualities of the Black Muslim experience?
To me, it gave me a sense of identity, dignity, and just to belong to something more so that's not like a gang. It's more so like peace and the brotherhood, because that's why I think a lot of Muslims join, because of the brotherhood, the way they embrace you, and the way it's peace. You know what I mean?
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what your age range is? It early 40s?
Late 30s.
So Mikey Fever, he's around our age. So that means that when you were in New York when the Damus went crazy in '93 and all of that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. I was in there. Yeah.
So around that time, were you Muslim?
Yeah, I was. My mom converted when I was like 5 or 6 years old, bro. So I was raised Muslim. And then it was like from public school, I went straight to Islamic school, head first, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and then like I said, I'm from Brownsville, so I was around that environment. Like, I'm from the Plaza. If everybody know about the Plaza, I'm from the Plaza.
Noble Drew Ali Plaza.
No boy, we call it the Plaza. I'm from the Plaza. Born and raised in the Plaza, so you know what type of environment that is.
Oh yeah,
Right.
animal out
So Noble Drew Ali Plaza, huh?
Yep.
So
Born and raised.
being that is Noble Drew Ali, why didn't well, you said you were raised with your mom through Islam, but have you ever thought about Noble Drew Ali, Moorish science, or anything like that in pertains to
I've dabbled in it because I'm a guy that thirsts for knowledge. You know, I like to have knowledge and understanding itself. So I've learned about it, but you know, that wasn't something like, you know, oh, this is like, I didn't know that growing up. I didn't even know who Duke was growing up until I got older and I started studying and getting the knowledge. I'm like, okay, wow, they named this and I live here. You know what I mean? Like everything started to connect.
Right. You know he from New York when he says Duke. Anybody, that's how you know they from New York. And they grew up in the 80s, 90s.
Mom Dukes.
Dukes and all that.
Yeah.
So now let's go into the next one. Okay, so what would the same? I think it's the same question. What are the unique qualities of being Black Muslim, the Black Muslim experience, like the unique qualities?
Like I said, I would just say like it's identity, you know?
Identity.
Yeah, identity, the brotherhood, you know, and just the feeling that they give you, you know, when you're around the brothers. Like it's the brotherhood, really, you know what I mean?
Right.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I know when I first learned how important your name was and your real identity is, your attribute or your Muslim name you took on. That's the way I did the knowledge to Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said, come out of the names. I was God studying science, but Elijah told me to come out the name. So I was like, ooh, why? So within the Muslim culture, religion, or school of thought, you change your name to an original language and to a characteristic or a trait within you. And my question to you is that what you mean by identity?
You said what do I mean by identity?
Is that what you mean by identity?
No, I don't mean by the name. I mean identity like guys that come from the street that don't have homes and some people don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Even the dudes that's in the gangbang, they still feel lost even when they in the gang. So when they take Shahada and they become Muslim, they get an identity. I'm Muslim. It's nothing else. You can't tell me. This is who I am. This is how I'm stepping now. I'm Muslim. Period.
Okay.
So that's what I meant by identity, not as far as your name or your attributes. Who you are, basically.
Yes, sir. You joined something positive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we know it's more than joining something. It's our nature, but it's like, oh, this how you gonna respect me. This is who I am. So we gonna deal with this. Good. Because that's important, man. When we say identity, you know, how do you identify? You know, because when you within the truth, they trying to pull you into that.
Right.
And once you join the truth, no matter what gate you come through or school you come through, you have to take on the identity of that, of the divinity and the divinity, the identity of your character, your personality. That's what your real identity is. Because it's an aspect or a character trait that exists within every human being. So when Elijah says that it's our nature, naturally you came here with traits and attributes and characteristics that you have to live out and manifest.
Right.
One of the 99 attributes according to the Quran, even though there's an infinite amount of names that we can refer to the source as, because you can't limit the source. We try to define the Most High and the Allah in the essence and ideal. We grasping and reaching. We ain't doing bad. We using mathematics and we navigating right. But that's important. Name and identity.
Yeah, identity.
So how we're gonna be able to reach our people, our brothers, we got to bring them into their true identity. That's our responsibility. Okay,
Indeed.
go ahead, brother.
Nah, you
I like that.
I got what they saying. Both of them basically saying the same thing from both sides of the spectrum. It's It's that identity of rebuilding yourself from what your people have endured during slavery, when you were stripped away from your native tongue, your language, your identity, and everything else. So through religion, Islam, as they put it, you regain back your culture, your identity.
Mhm.
Aspect of studying the principle of religion and whatever group you part in is going by living off the principles. You know, not
Now,
only
Because
another
it's a way of
question
life.
is,
It's a
are
way
you
of life. It's
receiving
not just
that
a religion, it's a way of life. So when you
way of
have a new
life?
way of
Okay.
life, it gives you an identity.
Right. Right. Now,
See.
Mike, you wanna ask the next question?
yeah, definitely. What changes have you seen to the culture as a result of African, Arab, and Muslim integration?
As far as the Islamic culture,
Yeah.
people are knowing about different countries, different traditions, different customs. You got a lot of brothers going to Morocco. They learning about the Moroccan culture. They even marrying some Moroccan sisters. That was like big back in the day. A lot of those sheikhs go to Morocco and get a Moroccan wife, or they will go to Saudi. You know what I mean? So it's like different cultures being mixed, and you're learning about other cultures and other traditions, which is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these become accustomed to you too. Like growing up in Brooklyn, it was certain Muslim restaurants that I ate at that I got accustomed to that I prefer eating instead of my own food, especially during Juma on Fridays. Like it's like it's Juma, so I'm gonna go to this Arab shop and eat here just on Fridays. You know what I mean? And you start to like it. You start getting accustomed to the food, the traditions, the clothes, the oils, just everything. Like I have a Somali wife, you know what I'm saying? And I'm getting accustomed to her East African ways.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's peace. That's beautiful. So it's like a universal cipher where it's a lot of different types of people from a lot of different walks of life coming as one.
Not to mention they bite off of us too. They bite off the
Yeah,
drip. They bite off the style. They bite
yeah,
off the slang. So it
yeah.
goes both ways.
Okay.
Mm.
So under the
Gotcha.
umbrella of Islam, I think
Mm-hmm.
the Victorious mic is muted.
Hold on, Vic.
So
Yeah, say
we
it
all
again.
still say,
Your
Wait, say
microphone
that
was
again. Say that again.
well, we're still the same no matter what part of planet Earth we raised in or we settled on. We're still melanated beings, man. One.
Facts.
So he Allah's one. The Holy Quran that says, I made you nations of people so that you may know one. So what the round table is people who are different to teach you something else.
Right.
Each will teach one. You grow. You start at where you start, then you grow. Life is a school. You got many
Hey,
stages,
Vic.
levels.
That
Quran says, seek
Vic,
knowledge from the cradle to the grave.
hold on 1 second. That background sound, that beep beep beep, that's messing it up a little bit. But yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm getting off the elevator now, Lord. Pardon self. I gotta go up and down on the elevator. But I'll take the steps. Pardon self.
It's okay.
he was saying, he was mentioning, like, from what the brothers, both of them are saying, it's like under the umbrella of Islam. Like, there's no distinction. It's just different nation or ethnicity, but under that one umbrella of Islam, everyone breaks bread together. They feed off each other's culture because
Yeah.
your Islam could be different based on wherever part of the region you're at. You may do something different, but we still under that umbrella of Islam. We
Mhm.
we add our own flavor to it, but still respect the
Yeah,
But there's
principles.
absolutely.
24 scientists from all schools of thought and from all walks and all particular sciences or stations. 12 major and 12 minor. So when we meet, that's the round table. It's the best
It's
knowers
beautiful. It's real.
of all the sciences of the original people.
Yeah.
23 scientists. I'm the 24th scientist, being magnetic. And other gods
Mm,
who know who they are.
that's real right
I
there.
have a question, Fly Reef.
What's
Now,
up, brother?
now being that this is RBG and the Muslim Dean, what do you know about RBG, Red, Black, and Green? Marcus Garvey, that whole demonstration, being a revolutionary.
Basically, what I learned about Marcus Garvey, he felt like everybody in America should go back to Africa and learn their roots.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think about that? It's a better question.
I mean, I don't think everybody that's here is African American. Actually, well, came from Africa. I don't think all the black people here came from Africa, because if you look back, some of us are mixed with English, some of us are mixed with Irish. So I don't think that we all came from Africa as far as when we came to America wise. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not that we
And
came, but that we should go back. Or that we should go
yeah,
somewhere, not going back to Africa particularly, but going back to ourselves, governing ourselves.
yeah, I believe we should do that, and we can do that here. We don't have to go to Africa to do that here.
Okay,
We can start
okay,
our own
now we're
tribunals
talking.
and our own governments here. We don't need to go
Okay,
back to Africa. To be honest, they don't even want us out there.
okay,
That part.
right.
They don't even
Go
want
over
us
there, have
out
to
there.
deal with the
You know what I'm
nigga death.
saying?
Well, look, I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna interject on that. The reason why I gotta interject on that is because I communicate with a good amount of Africans. I'm gonna say that, and it's not they don't want you to be there. They actually want you to go there. They want you to invest in their country and in their land. They welcome you with open arms in certain countries. In
Yeah,
certain
certain
countries.
countries. You're right. I mean, my wife is
Indeed.
Somali, brother. My wife is Somali, brother. Like, I'm in the East African community. I'm in the West African community. In Atlanta, I chill with a lot of West Africans. Now I'm in Seattle and I'm chilling with a lot of East Africans. So I've been through the whole African spectrum. So to those countries, as an American, they're gonna tax you way more than they tax their own people. They're not gonna see you as an equal as their own people. So why would you go there? Go there to
Because
And
visit.
that happens too in the Caribbean. When I went to Haiti, they you know, they have a perspective, should I say, a preconceived notion that if you're coming from the States, that you
Yeah,
automatically have it. That's a fairy tale they all, people were
Yep.
sold.
They
So
want
yeah,
that
absolutely.
bag.
I agree.
yeah,
Well,
so,
I think what we got to find, we got to draw to the Black Roundtable the right type of people from the continent and from the Caribbean. You feel
exactly.
me? The right ones,
from America.
Because there's colorism
Yeah,
everywhere, bro. It's colorism
yeah.
everywhere.
And
I'm
then
not
it's
gonna
gonna
say
be
racism.
5%,
I'm gonna say
10%,
colorism.
and 85%. And we want the 5%,
Right.
the civilized ones, not the uncivilized ones.
Right.
That's the round table.
Right.
When you
Mm-hmm.
take the 5%, the end of knowledge build degree, with knowledge build degree, no, knowledge equality, who's the 5% of the poor part of planet Earth?
Yeah.
All our free
Mm-hmm.
ciphers, one of the degrees within our nation. It
Right.
says the 5% is collective group of people. It's not just
Yeah.
one with niggas
Mm-hmm.
stuck on now. Oh, wait, no, nigga, you're not. It's a whole bunch of niggas.
Right.
Besides you, the
Right.
Masons,
Well,
the Muslims, the
yeah, the civilized
scientists,
people.
collective,
Yeah.
exactly.
Those who teach freedom, justice, and equality, those who know and those who teach, no matter what walk of life you're from. So that's what we doing here. Serious.
Indeed.
Nah, I
Indeed.
love it. I love it. It's deep. I love it.
Indeed. Let's go to the next one. How do you feel about various sects defining hip hop as haram?
I mean, as we know, Muslim is haram. I understand that, but I believe like it's a gift from God. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
like I was telling Magnetic, like the
Wait, hip
youth,
hop? You said hip hop or Muslim?
hip hop,
Okay.
like music, period,
Yeah.
period.
Yep.
But like I was telling Magnetic, the youth, I don't care where they from, what region they from, they're not looking up to the sheikhs and the imams. They're looking up to the artists and the rappers. So you
Yep.
got brothers like Kevin Gates, you got brothers like Rollo, you got brothers like Little Dirk that's bringing people to the fold of Islam just off of their music and off of how they're moving. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a both side. And then from what I'm hearing, you have sheikhs that can prove that music is not haram as people think it is. But a lot of people, they put culture into this deen. And when you put culture into this deen, you give the wrong impression and you give the wrong message.
I like
You
that.
understand what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
and our Prophet Muhammad SAW told us not to mix culture with deen or to mix
Mm-hmm.
traditionalism with this religion because it
Mm-hmm.
dilutes it.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
dilutes it. But like
Good
I said,
observation.
the young boys not looking up to the sheikhs and the imams. They're looking up to the rappers. So if the rappers is talking about the deen, they taking shahada off of that. So I just think, you know, Allah, He's gonna use you any way He can, and you don't know what His plan is.
Okay.
Man,
I feel it
I read
different.
some
I
shit,
feel it
and I read
different.
it.
The
Hold up, God,
youngsters
real quick.
are
Oh,
looking at
Hold
it's
up.
confusion. Go
Hold
ahead.
on,
Like,
hold
what
it.
am I?
I read a joint where they said Muhammad had a group of sahabs or you know, that hung out with him,
Sahabis.
and he said they was all poets and they used to spit poetry and they
Yeah,
used to go back and
they
forth.
got poetry. They call it nasheed. So when I
See?
tell people I'm doing
See?
music, they be like, you should do nasheed. Nasheed is not for me. I'm doing
I
what's for
mean,
me.
it's just cultural. I think it's the same thing that his sahabs was doing, but it's put in a, you know, in an urban context.
But then
Yeah.
if you look at it, a lot of these Muslims, they might not like hip hop, but their cultural music, they're listening to.
Right,
Their
Mhm.
right.
cultural music, they're listening to. And I've seen it
Mm-hmm.
with my own eyes.
Now I want to
That's
ask you,
why
brother.
they have to.
Mikey Fever, you go first. Yeah.
That's why, you know, what you're saying as far as the music being haram and you saying culture.
Mm,
It's like, as they say, the 5% say, and other groups say, you must build on the lessons, right,
yeah,
and be scientific with it through the knowledge. Water in any form, whether it's rain, sleet, or snow, is water. You get
facts,
what I'm saying? The substance
facts.
stay the same. It's the intention of what you put into it to add. It's what
Facts.
flavor you add into it. So, you know, to
Mm.
call it haram, it just took a different form. Like the Quran itself is poetic. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we can't take
where did
away.
that word haram originate from? I mean, these concepts that we subscribe to, trying to use the English language or any language, most languages and a lot of the versions of the Quran have been retranslated, watered down. I've seen Yusuf Ali and Muhammad Haranga. Them versions were pretty much accurate. After that, it got watered down. The Quran's
Yeah, I grew up on the Yusuf Ali, so I can concur with what the
Mm.
brother was saying.
right.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
where did
but
Yeah,
these
that's the
words
one.
come from? Like,
if you study
I don't think
those,
black people are behind a lot of these words and restrictions that are put in religion. I think the devil is 10% behind it.
yeah, and then that's when they came out with
Or
the
snakes
transliteration too.
within the
They
religion.
Arabic.
Mm.
I
Wait,
think that's
Christianity
around the
teach you
time
don't
hold
mess
when they
on.
with
came out with the
astrology,
Wait,
transliteration.
yo,
don't
one
mess
second.
with
Wait.
gemstones because
Yo,
that's
Vic, hold on. Vic, hold
magic
on.
or witchcraft.
Vic, hold
But
on
it's
one
not.
second. Hold on 1 second, G. Fly Reef, I didn't hear what you said. Say what you said.
No, I said that's when I think when the Yusuf Ali edition of the Quran came, that's when they came out with the transliteration, when they mixed Arabic and English together for those who can't really like read Arabic, so they did the transliteration.
Ah,
Mm.
Yeah.
okay. All right, let's go into the next question. Uh Besides moral enrichment and religious anchor, what would you say Islam has given our black community yesterday, and what does it give us today?
Beautiful.
I would say yesterday, Islam. I don't know. I would think peace. I would think peace on a certain aspect. Those guys that was running around doing all that robbing and killing back in the day, a lot of them are all Muslim now, good brothers.
Okay, so that's where the
Yeah,
peace.
The
like
anti-recidivism.
community,
Yeah.
like the community. It
Right.
gave the community peace. It gave the environment peace. And what it's doing for us today, I think it's changing lives too.
Mm.
Mm.
Now,
It's
can you give me
changing
an
lives.
example? Can you give me an example? I can give you a few examples of what I'm seeing right now.
Okay, like in Chicago, O Block.
Yeah, I was raised. Yeah.
O Block, all them boys was wild. Now they all Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that
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 was
that
like
took down
America.
the violence in that neighborhood, took down the crime in that neighborhood, and it's
Right.
it's it's, it's putting a form of unity and peace in that neighborhood.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And definitely better foods, you know, and more family
Yeah,
environment, you know,
yeah,
all
a
that.
family environment. You can go outside now
Yeah,
and chill. You ain't got to worry about gunshots no more.
that's huge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, okay. So being that that was quick and easy, man. You're a straight shooter there. Now, as
I
far
shoot
as
off the hip, brother.
indeed, as unity is concerned, how do you see like being that 5%ers don't necessarily deal with Islam the way someone from the Al Islam religion would deal with that. Moors don't deal with that the same way either. So how do you see the Islamic community coming together with other people in the community, like 5%, Moors, whoever?
We are all children of Adam, brother. No matter what denomination, no matter what sect you identify with, we are all children of Adam, and we all come from Allah. So when you a Muslim that have that type of understanding, you're not gonna look at, oh, this brother this way, this like the brother at my job, like this brother right here. He got Amin Allah. A lot of Sunni brothers, they criticize him about that. But me, I know knowledge, understanding with itself. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from that area. So I'm like, oh, they don't know, but I know, brother. You know what I mean? So I just think like you have to have a different mindset in order to be able to come together. And inshallah, some brothers will, some brothers won't.
Now, those brothers who have an issue with what he has on his shirt, or not on what is on his shirt now, but what he had on his shirt, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's what he wears as far as his name tag.
Oh,
so
okay.
we see that every day when the brother come to work.
Okay, cool. So now, as far as the people who criticize him, would you say they're more foreigners, older people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now we
They're not
talking.
tapped in, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
are they foreigners and older?
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, with some young boys that came in them too, though. So I would just say they foreigners.
Okay. So what region of the globe? Like what we talking about? Africa or
The continent from Africa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
They're
With some
like,
brothers
oh,
from
in my
Africa,
country,
right? Yeah,
nobody
the
can
West
be called
African part.
Allah. I'm like, well, you're not in your country, you know?
right? Right.
Yeah.
I like that answer right there. Hold on. Y'all hear the clap?
Yeah. It's a whole different world.
It's a whole different world. Now,
Mhm.
now, see, this is the thing that we're gonna probably encounter as the years to come. Now, I'm gonna tell 5%ers, I'm gonna tell Moors, I'm gonna tell everyone to make sure you preserve your culture the way it is. Black Panther Party, whoever, preserve your culture the way it is. Don't dilute it, change it, right? Because other cultures are gonna come in, and at least if we preserve the culture that we created, then they can learn from us, we can learn from them, and we can
Because they
There you go.
preserve their traditions.
Right.
They
And all
preserve their culture
nations,
and they preserve their traditions.
yes,
And
they
they
do,
stick
and
to them.
cherish them. All nations are made up of different cultures, man. Many different cultures. That's what makes a strong nation. Even in America, we got
That's why they
French,
don't
we got
understand hip
German,
hop, because that's our
English.
culture. They don't
Exactly.
understand hip hop because that's our culture.
right.
And
You know what I
black
mean?
culture is layered.
I don't.
Now
Yeah.
we're talking. I've been waiting for you to say that. That's what I want to tap into. Let's
I
hope
got
you
you,
tap
brother.
Yeah.
You
into
gotta
that.
give me a little minute, brother. I'm
Hold
coming. I'm
tight
coming.
then. There you go. Hold tight
Yeah,
to where
they
you
don't
at,
know
man.
our culture. So hip hop is our culture, man.
Oh,
Indeed.
yeah.
Indeed.
Good.
As far as hip hop being our culture, who were your favorite MCs growing up?
Come on, Biggie, Nas,
I
Pac.
knew you was gonna say Biggie, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Brands, okay.
I
I
say
like
Biggie.
youngster.
Brooklyn.
Yo, it's
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Yo,
Yeah,
Mike,
Fab.
who's your
Fab
favorite?
Okay.
still doing it.
My favorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off. I start off with Pac, Nas, Big, J, Tragedy, Gaddafi.
Okay.
Damn.
Those are
Okay.
another- Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. I thought you, but you got two Brooklyn dudes on there, so yeah.
Yeah. But you know,
Y'all youngsters. That's as far back as y'all can go?
Yeah.
no, I can say
Yeah.
What you
we go
want me
far
to
back.
talk?
I say
Big
Slick
Daddy
Rick.
Kane?
I say
What you
Slick
want me
Rick.
to do?
Nah,
Rock.
man. I was Kid Dynamite in
rap? What you want me to do?
1979. I made a rap song. I was in a rap group in 1979, bro. We won.
Send that
Talent
over.
show.
Send that over. You gotta
Think
send
of
that
that.
over.
We gotta
Uh-oh.
hear that. We gotta hear that.
You gotta hear that. Send that over.
For sure. Now, as far as growing up in Brownsville, as a Muslim in the Muslim community, now at that time, because you're a little younger than me, so
Yeah.
I for sure guarantee you saw the Ansar Allah community, who then morphed into the Nuwabian Nation, Dr. Z York, and all of
Yeah,
that.
of course. I've seen all that, but I mean, I really didn't know what that was. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
because I
wow.
identify as Sunni, but I seen it. You know, I remember they had I think they had a temple over there on Mother Gaston, like Mother Gaston in Saratoga.
They did, and on Bushwick Ave.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know I know.
I know you seen it in Georgia though, Lord family.
Nah, not really.
Pyramids and all. Yeah, they had.
Oh wow.
I see the FTO centers in Georgia, but I ain't never seen no New Orleans center.
Yeah, they deep down there. I met a gang of them down there, and they kind of took over Georgia.
Deep, but I never seen a center because one of my homeboys, he was talking to a girl that was Nubian, and he was like, "She's Muslim," and I'm like, "What Muslim is she?" And he was like, "Nubian." I was like, "What's that?" And then you know me, I'm always looking for knowledge itself. So I started studying. I'm like, "Oh, she is okay."
Now, as far as being Muslim and self-defense, I always wondered with that, right? So I know in the Nation of Islam, they are not allowed to carry weapons and things like that. You know, they could only use their hands and things. And I know in the 5% Nation, it is what it is. You got, you know what I'm saying? And then now in the Muslim religion, as far as self-defense is concerned, what is prohibited and what's allowed?
Tie your camel.
You got tie like you said. I said tie your camel, so we win it all.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a wrap. Whatever.
Yeah, we win it all. Yeah, we win it all. You violate, we demonstrate. You heard?
I knew a black Panther. I know a Black Panther. Rest in peace, Raymond Harris from Brooklyn. I don't know if you remember. If you heard of him, East Coast community. He's a former Black Panther and war veteran and Islamic brother. And he always said that tie your camel. His philosophy was, yeah, I'm gonna pray, but I pray and be wary also. Keep my weapon close by.
Yeah, that's how the brothers pray when you locked up. When they behind the wall, like we praying, then we got other brothers watching our back while we praying. Yeah. So it's like we always at war.
With steel, shakes.
Yeah, you already.
Right.
I know, bro. I did 15 years, and I didn't just go to prison. I was in Super Max with lifers. Those motherfuckers who were never getting out. The lacement.
No.
Now
started out in the boot camps, but I ended up I was going to either die in that motherfucker or transform my life. And certain Muslims, there was this old man, he was a Muslim. He looked like God. He had pretty skin, he was shining. He had gray hair, he was doing life. He was a murderer. And they moved me in his cell because I made a choice to change. So I told my brother, I said, man, you weird. Fuck that. You in the booty and weirdo shit, man. I'm fucking with you no more.
Hey, hold on, Vic.
I moved out in the cell with him. So they moved me in with this old Muslim. He's an old man. He was a killer. He was thorough. But he was a Muslim. Man, he talked to me like I was talking to God. I was maybe 20. I was in my early 20s. He was talking to me, and it was like I was in the room with God.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
He got me on. He was the one that sparked me and got me to really thinking, and he put positive energy on me. It's a way of life. Being is a way of life of God. Your path is to enlighten others.
Yeah, you gotta be a mujahideen.
Allah.
Yep.
You gotta be a mujahideen when it's
mujahideen. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That was my real first contact with Islam, but not the watered down funny style. Black man who was a master of it, who was thorough. But you know how prison do, it preserves you. See, this is what a lot of people don't know. People who've been to prison are special. We were sent there on assignment by the divine order to come out, because the divine order got to get your attention and sit your crazy ass down.
Sit you down, yeah.
Find your assignment, right?
I agree with that.
I'm gonna say this to the audience. I don't advocate nobody going to prison. I don't advocate no.
They're already in prison.
Hold on, God. I don't advocate nobody going to prison. No young people listening to this podcast right now. No, we're not trying to go to prison. If you could avoid it, avoid it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, then it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yo, I gotta go. You guys got any more questions?
I just want to ask about this. As far as we already asked about right now you're doing Ramadan.
Yes.
You're doing Ramadan right now. All right. Now, as far as Ramadan is concerned, you're able to eat when the sun is down, right?
No, so we eat like before the sun rises, like in the
Okay.
wee hours of the morning, like around 4 or 5. But we gotta stop when that white line and go across the sky. So right before daybreak, we gotta stop eating, And it's not just about eating, not eating. It's about controlling your mouth, controlling your anger, controlling your eyes. It's a very disciplined thing. I don't want people to just think that it's about eating.
Wait,
Not
hold on.
eating, because it's not about just not eating. Like, you can't listen to music. Anything that's gonna break your fast and mess up your spiritual journey, you have to neglect it until the sun set. And you break your fast, and then you pray, and then you eat your meal. That's how you gotta do it.
Okay.
Mm.
So now you said control your eyes. Now,
Yeah.
the reason why I'm bringing that up is because when I was a part of the new Black Panther Party some years back, we were like on soldier time the whole time, right? I was security.
Mm.
We were taught that when a woman walks by, you can't look at them. You can't look
Same
behind.
thing. We're supposed to lower our gaze. But see, we get that one look. After you get that one look, it's a wrap. Your eyes gotta go on the floor out here. You take that one good look. After that one good look, it's a wrap.
You know what?
Your eyes gotta go on the floor.
That's a rule to live by right there. That'll keep you
Yeah,
disciplined.
because everything start with your eyes, the
Yeah.
desires. Everything start with the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Now, I mean, that's all the questions I have right now for you, brother. Islamic Dean, RBG. I wanted to ask some RBG questions. We already asked those questions.
We're gonna have the brother come back again, and definitely come, because it's the round table. He definitely belong at the Black Round Table. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Most
Okay,
definitely.
When I first told him about it, he was like, "Man, I definitely want to come sit in with y'all." So,
Oh yeah, I
hey.
love knowledge and understanding, man. I love it,
Mhm.
man. I thirst for knowledge, and you brothers seem very interesting, and I like this show, and I'm supporting. I'm here. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all from New York. You already know the
Appreciate
vibe.
it.
you already know the vibe.
See?
So man, I don't know if you how much time do you have, Fly Reef?
I'm actually out, but you got one more question. I'll answer it.
All right. Mike, do you got something? Because I got something. I'll let you go.
No, I'm good. I'm just enjoying them from the brothers, man, hearing their perspective. I'm
Okay,
enjoying.
got you. Now, fasting. Now, after your fast is done,
Mm-hmm.
now let's say if you're working,
Mm-hmm.
you got to eat though. So what are you doing? You getting up in the middle of, in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning to eat?
Mm-hmm. No, so if you're working, depends on the shift. What do you mean, like morning shift, afternoon shift? What shift you talking?
No, I'm saying like, let's say if you got to be to work by 8 o'clock in the morning.
So you're gonna get up anyway at that 5 in the morning. You're gonna get up. We call that sahur. Because after you eat, you gotta make fajr, the morning prayer. So you're gonna be up anyway. This is what we do during Ramadan. You train yourself. So you're gonna be up anyway, or you're gonna miss sahur and you're gonna be hungry, boy. Either way.
Yeah, you know what? I did Ramadan just to kind of like experience it one year.
Yeah.
And it for me it was easy, but I don't know if I did it right. You know,
Man.
I don't know if I did it right. But I mean, thank you for coming out. Really appreciate
I
you, brother.
appreciate you brothers for having me. Yo,
Thanks,
Magnetic, next time you gotta do on the day when I'm free, because I don't even want to leave right now, but I gotta get back to this platform, man.
Yes, sir. Well, now you're a part
Yeah.
of the Black Round Table family. That's why I wanted to, introduce you to the brothers family, because you
I
got that
appreciate it,
universal
man.
money.
It's all love, man.
love, man.
Indeed,
Love that.
indeed. Plus, we
Indeed.
want to get some bars from you. He got bars. Oh,
I
yeah.
got y'all next time. It's Ramadan. I'm not doing no music. You know that.
Okay. I got you. I'm
Yeah,
saying
after
next time, yeah.
Ramadan.
Oh, it went out.
I think it went
Damn.
out. Connection.
What happened there? Where did Vic go?
Yeah,
I think they both. Vic is like he's moving around a lot. Oh,
yeah, my
Oh,
fault.
yeah.
I got a little call. But yeah, after Ramadan, I'll come back and give you a whole 24.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what's up.
Okay.
Yo, if
Yeah.
you got any music, man, send it to us, man. MP3,
Okay.
MP3, and we'll play it on the show.
I'm going to send it to
Mhm.
Magnetic.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, peace,
All
man.
right.
Y'all hold it down,
Peace,
man.
peace.
Good luck with
Thank
y'all
you
show,
so
man.
much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
All
so
right.
much. All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, so let's get back on the show. Now, that was Peace. Thank you for bringing the brother on. Right now, we're talking with the Black Roundtable. Now, we're talking about the Islamic Deen, RBG, being that, the brother, I'm not no disrespect or anything like that, but the brother is not really thinking about RBG so much. You know what I'm saying? Like red, black, and green in a sense.
Well, what I was saying, like, what is his experience as a black person being a Muslim? You see what I'm saying? Because he definitely is black. You can tell he's a brother from the shit, but he's a Muslim. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, he made it to a very positive aspect of himself through Islam. So I'm like, okay, that's what brought him to
He's
the
an
house of
influence. He'll be a great influence to his community, his peers, for his righteousness.
He loved being black, but he loved Islam too, and he didn't put the two together. Usually, you see a brother, he be Muslim, he be a brother, but he be trying to be Arab. This brother is not. He ain't one of them. In fact, he make the Arabs want to be like us.
I didn't hear you. Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Say that, King.
Usually, when a brother becomes Islamic, he turns into an Arab. But he makes the Arabs and the folks who want to be Arab want to be black. It's like,
Yeah, that narrative is weird. Like, people feel like, they get the beard, they get that little spot on their forehead. And I'm gonna keep it real. I took my Shahada at 14, right? And I didn't never allow myself to behave in such a manner, to walk around, with slippers on, and you get what I'm saying? That notion that they picked up that's been pushed onto them. I'm like, nah, it's just based on your actions, the contents of your character, how you behave will determine if you're a real Muslim or not. Not you speaking Arabic and carrying on with the aesthetics. That's not Islam right there. No. That's false.
But that is our culture, though. The dress and attire is our culture. But thinking and acting and emulating somebody else is not our culture. The Arabs, it's not even they wearing it because it's our culture. They're wearing it because they wearing long beards because the Arab wear long beards. That's what I was talking about earlier. Within these schools of thought, the 10% who indoctrinate people into the way they want them to be and think, and so they can make slaves out of them, rob them so they can live in luxury of their ignorance.
There's Islam, the religion, then there's Islam as a culture. And then there's Islam as the science. 5%ers, we specialize in Islam, the science and the culture. We don't deal with the religion. I mean, not like that. Because I don't think the religion could exist without the culture of Islam or without the science of Islam.
Right, exactly. So now, as far as the Black Roundtable, man, I want to let everyone know the Black Roundtable will be on the regular, right? So the Black Roundtable, we're gonna have Muslims on here, we're gonna have RBG on here, we're gonna have everyone.
We have some Greeks, we got some Masons, people from all walks of life.
Yeah. Right now, the next one I would love to have on
here. We need to have the streets on here too, man. We need the streets, bro.
Well, now that brother who was just on, he's the streets now. He's Islam.
Now he's the Muslim.
Hold on. The streets is already here, so let's do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, the streets is already here. I'm saying, okay, I'm rock with that, dude. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So now, but if you're talking about like, the army, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? If we talking about the army, you know what I mean, these and all of that, we could bring those on too. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're talking about, B's and C's,
yeah. So
G's.
Exactly. So we could bring those up too. I don't mind that. Now, one thing I want to make sure that is understood is that the Black Roundtable is the space where we're really trying to bridge the gap between the communities and move. This is not just a podcast. We're trying to figure out a way where we can move more with action from here. From here, what do we do next? You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna have the brothers from the Black Panther Party coming. Oh my God, man, this is gonna be a part of the show that's funny. The brother name, man. Why can't I get his name?
King Samir?
No,
Brother Nehemiah.
Nehemiah, brother Nehemiah,
Mm-hmm.
Nehemiah, brother Nehemiah. We need brother Nehemiah on
Absolutely.
because he's the younger generation. So
Mm-hmm.
brother Nehemiah on.
Yeah, man.
We got Victorious, we got Magnetic, we got we got Fly Reef from the Muslim side. Now,
Yeah.
as far as
Wow. Okay.
now as far as action, what would be the Black Roundtable's focus of action overall?
Well, we definitely want to
Well,
see
let me say
everybody
this.
as possible.
Go
Let
ahead,
me say this
Lord.
real quick, Lord. Hold up. We definitely want to see everybody that we can as possible get the training, the security training, security of the first world training, security training so they can secure their neighborhoods and also get some change, some money in their pocket. That's kind of one of the first fundamental things we wanted to do. Go ahead, Vic. I didn't mean to cut you off, God.
No, that's it. That's the first. The whole thing with the round table. First, what we have to do is we have to secure ourselves, secure the round table, and secure our communities. The first order is security. First law of nature, self-preservation. So securing the ideal, the energy. You know.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's it. But we
Oh,
also
man.
want people
Very
to have
important.
more than just talk and philosophy and their belief systems. We need professionals, man, people who've mastered disciplines that our people could benefit from and utilize. Like I've been in business for almost 25 years now. And I provide a service that benefit people, original people, where they need it the most. So we need people at the round table who have healing in their wings. Like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, in the book of Ezekiel said, that all the teachers, leaders, and guides need to have healing. To be able to heal the people, man. We need more than just talkers. We need people who can have a positive ideal, a skill, or a trade that can bring to the round table so we can support each other and these services, because the best service is to heal people, help people where they need it the most.
Exactly.
Correct. And when you remember, you're putting something back together. You're putting an idea that's been separated, dissected, divided, back together. Remember. So there will be people who are a part of, we'll say the Black Roundtable movement, but then there be people who are members, and these are the people who really do stuff. If you look at my brother Vic, he got on a porno joint because he does security also. So he's a contributor to the safety of the community. If you look at what Brother Sharif had on, he had on a security uniform too. He does security too, because he's helping to secure the neighborhood, the community that he lives in. And this is a very important thing, security of the idea, but security of where we are at. So our communities are safe,
That's very important right there, because without security, you cannot thrive. You cannot set the
Yes, sir.
the environment that will allow you to, thrive. Like, once you have security in place, the next thing you do, you could have a group focus on doing some agricultural work, education, and everything else, but the perimeter secured. You get what I'm saying? So that's important.
Otherwise, anything can come in and anything can be taken out. And,
Exactly.
no one, if I ask anybody here, no one wants to live in a community that's insecure, right?
Yeah. For sure.
See, nobody volunteered for that.
Right.
Nobody wants to be in a house that's insecure. Go ahead, G. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Foundation.
So the first plan of action is security, right? Security company. So you focused on not only security but also finance as well. That could fund the organization or the movement.
Well, because we got plenty of finance. What we're not able to do a lot of times is to move it around in a way where it doesn't crush one person, the business. It'd be so heavy, it crush the messenger. It crushed Noble Drew Ali. It's not, the weight isn't evenly distributed. And that means that the idea was not thought out correctly. Because the idea ain't supposed to crush one person, man. It's supposed to make the burden easier for everyone,
Now we're talking.
Right?
Right, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, do
Mhm.
you guys have any kind of like literature, like like the 5% Nation has 120, the nation 5% Nation has Supreme Mathematics, the alphabets, and then 120.
I would say just go to the page and look at the 7 cities of America. You know, that gives you a really good idea of the direction that we're moving in and the type of entities that we need, futuristic ideas. You know,
Wait, say that again. Is it on?
it's
Is on
yeah, it's on
Instagram?
the 16 Black Meccas. It's on it's on my YouTube. If you go to the 16 Black Meccas and you look up the 7 cities of America, pardon me, you can watch, and it kind of just walks you through the idea of where we're at as a people, the necessary futuristic entities that we need to form so that we can make sure that we go into the future the right way.
Now, let me
I
say
don't
this.
want to
Now,
go ahead.
how would a person, let's say if they're listening in right now and they want to be a part of the Black Roundtable and they live in let's say the UK, how does that work?
I mean, if they want to just be a movement person, then they listen, of course, and they're part of the roundtable. They get the ideas, soak up, absorb, observe. But if they want to be a member, they need to be somebody that's a practitioner of some type of service or good that serves our people. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's say if they do, maybe do what I do or whatever like that, right?
Right.
Which I do a few things, but let's say if they do what I do and they live in the UK, how can they
Mhm.
be, being that it's far from Seattle, you know, you
Well,
know,
what they should do, they should have their own roundtable of people that's magnets, right? In the UK, and then maybe we can possibly do a show together, but they should be doing what we're doing here on the ground
Yes,
in
sir.
the UK. You know what I mean? Finding
We
other
got to
people
do
that have
this
a
here.
universal
They got to
mind.
do that over there.
See, because we're building the Black world civilization. Period. Period. And when we say the
Right
Black world
now.
civilization, that means that we have so many brilliant ideas that come from so many different places. We want, hey man, you can't tell me the civil rights movement was not spawned or inspired by the African independence movement, right?
mhm.
Dr. John Henry Clark talk about it all the time. There's a Black Panther Party in India. So whenever we plug into that Black world movement, we get so many new ideas and perspectives on dealing with white supremacy, on dealing with reality, on dealing with our lives. But when we try to micro-nationalize ourselves, you shrink yourself. Size matters. I'm not, we
Yeah.
didn't get this size to shrink. We want to keep, the lessons told me friendships in all walks of life. But
Expand.
I don't necessarily want everybody to be my friend. The people I want is to be people that's alike, not like, but alike, meaning that what I'm doing here, they're doing there. So it's
Right,
almost like I'm there.
right.
You feel me?
I like what you said.
Multiplying the ideal. That's what the
Mhm.
roundtable does.
Right.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so real quick, as far as the round table, do you guys, like I said, you guys don't have like any literature, you don't have maybe a website or like a central place where people can find out about this?
Well, family, to me, I'm gonna be straight laced. I write a lot. The brother will tell you, I have a lot of stuff that I wrote. We're gonna be coming out with a periodical very soon called The Eye of the Panther, coming out the end of the year. So a lot of stuff that we're talking about on here, people are gonna be able to read it in transcription, in words written out. Okay, but realistically, okay, you got to go from this, what we're doing, video, to the written word. This is more magnetic than the written word, man. Yeah, it is. Social media, it's way more people watch this than read books. That's why there's way more people on this than there is in the library, because you can fit more people on their phone than you can in the library.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no
So,
coincidence. This show.
you feel me? So we
Mm-hmm.
want to take people from social media where they're already at, everybody got a phone, to reading, to text, right? And we got plenty of stuff to read. Plenty. Once again, the periodical is going to be called The Eye of the Panther. It's going to be digital and it's going to be written, and there's a lot of stuff that needs both, needs to be digital and it needs to be written. So people need to look at it and people need to read it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have a reference.
Yeah,
Right?
it's my experience in the new Black Panther Party. I'm gonna tell you this, man. This is no disrespect to no other group. Love every other group and everybody who has been around me and affiliated with me in some kind of way in these groups. But I'm gonna tell you this: the new Black Panther Party out of New York and New Jersey, their program, Divine Law, Divine. I'm gonna specific names: Divine Law, Shaka Shakur, Divine Law more specifically because Divine Law changed my whole mindset when I went out there to I think Trenton, New Jersey, and I sat down and not only experienced the movement, the organization, but we had to sit down and watch a number of videos, and that's where I really found out about COINTELPRO. The video that he showed me was like it changed my life, and I'm gonna say those videos made me who I am today, and that's why this podcast is what it is, and why I will continue to do this work no matter what, regardless to whom or what.
Yes, sir. And we thank that brother for doing that work out there. We definitely want to get him on the Black Roundtable to, put his build in, because he got a strong build, because it's not just talk. This man really lives it, and you're living proof of, what he's taught, what he's lived. Yeah.
Exactly. Divine Law has not only worked with the new Black Panther Party, he's I think he ran for city council or something like that.
Yeah, man. He's very well known through many zones, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Like,
sir.
wow.
He's also a part of the bartenders fitness.
Okay, that's what I seen. Okay.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, we brought him out here too, Giant, and he made me one of the local representatives. So, hey, I think all of us kind of have that in common: culture, Asiatic culture, fitness, and a little bit of street.
Right.
The G code, man.
Right. Yeah, hey Vic, I want you to come on one time and go in on the G code. Like, but I
Well,
need
man, the game is sold, not told, man.
hold on, G. But we need like bullet points. Like, you got to break it down for the people. You got to break that G code down.
Light Puffy. Well, it's basically for
Wait, hold
Black
on.
men who are strong in culture. Not the street version, not what the version most people thinking about. This the real G code. That's the Jakub code. Get you fucked up and you tricking and you be fucking your life up. This is the code, the God code.
Say that.
Right. Now the G code, like I said, I want one time we should just do a whole podcast on the G code, because I think the G code is really missing. I remember you talking about the G code on one podcast, and another guy kind of misconstrued what you were saying, but I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, man, only thoroughbreds real recognize reals. You're gonna learn this sooner or later, brother, in your professional careers. That
I say
everybody they be faking the move, man. Energy vampires. A lot of people, they're not really.
It's the frequency. You know what it is?
The roundtable is gonna bring certain people together that's gonna do the shit, man. Make it move faster, faster. Get shit done. Thoroughbreds. But there's gonna be a lot of weeds in the garden, man. We gotta weed our garden, and really gotta secure the roundtable, the cipher, man, because you're taking the best of all the groups and bringing them together. There's gonna be a lot of salty, weirdo shit behind that. Weirdo niggas, a lot of haters. All time high, bruh. Just saying, man.
That's why I want to add
this. Is real.
So this is why I want to add the COINTELPRO program wouldn't work if we didn't have monkeys amongst us, because that's the problem. We could have the unity, but there's always one that's willing to sell a brother out. So that's why I say I can't blame the white man completely, because I'm gonna say it, and some people get offended. It was a bigoted white man's thought to assassinate Malcolm X, but it was a nigga's finger that pulled that trigger.
There you
There's
go.
a lot of cowards within the organization. We gotta speak about that. You know what I'm saying? Because some dudes will talk about that, just like the conscious community. They have so many debates and bouts about what came first, the chicken or the egg, what will work, and they fail to see that, nigga, you still in the same position that you in. I don't give a fuck who.
Where's the best place for the devil to hide? In righteousness.
Hold on. Y'all forget. Listen, I'm gonna say this on the show. Y'all forget we cannot curse on the show.
My bad.
We get strikes and all of that.
I keep forgetting.
We cannot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be forgetting. My bad. Yeah, it's my fault, but it's just that I love to see my people, but I hate to see us do the nonsense. I hate it with a passion because I'm like, damn, all we're gonna do is sit down and cry. White man did this to us. Elijah Muhammad said this. Noble Drew Ali said that. Allah said this. All right, great. They're not here no more. What are we doing then?
They're not here no more.
They're not here anymore.
Yeah, they are.
No,
they're here,
us.
and I'm here.
We're here.
And Victoria's here, and God's here. So they there. So they here.
Hold on. Pardon me. I'm not, no disrespect, because I love them all. I'm just saying right now in this current time, 2025, let's keep it real. None of them are not here right now physically in our presence. Who's here physically in our presence? Us. We got to rely on us.
There you go.
I'd rather say, yo, Vic said this, because guess what? You could go back
call him up.
Ask him. Yo, Vic, did you say this?
Yeah.
That part, bruh.
Real
there you go.
Real shit.
Give yourself applause for that one, man. Come on. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Come on. That's real talk.
No, I call Magnetic up all the time.
Yeah, we reference each other all the time. That's why we got each other, man. And we love talking with y'all over on the East Coast because it sure proves this knowledge is not regional. It's not based on a city. It's not based on a clique. Y'all got the same knowledge as we got. Y'all younger. Y'all in a different city. Y'all talk differently. Y'all grew up differently. So that says a lot, man. We breathe the same air, you know?
Right. Indeed.
It's based on your will. And you know, like I said, I met Brother Ron at a Black Panther rally. That's how we connected. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it comes to show you like the intentions were there, but it's because I see the online banter. Like some dudes, I'm from the Moorish Science Temple. I don't deal with the gods based on history and vice versa. In Nation of Islam, you got the Hebrew Israelites, and I'm like, yo, y'all over here fighting over doctrine that you didn't write, but somehow you're angry about it. Like,
but see, I was saying to Vic, and I was saying to our Supreme, he deal with his mama. His mama ain't Morris. His mama ain't from the Nation of Gods and Earth, right? Or from the MSTA. Wait a minute now. He deal with his boss. His boss ain't, affiliated in any type of way. His uncle, his cousins and whatnot. So it's the same thing. This is our family.
Gotta keep the disagreeables away from us, man. That's the thing now. We got to be more energy cognizant and really screening people, qualifying, disqualifying. That's God, bro. Put the hammer down. It's the Roundtable. It's here to stay, man. If you violate, it's a wrap.
Right. Yo, on that note, we're cutting out of here. Peace to the Black Roundtable. See y'all in a couple weeks. Wednesday, we will be here, but we post this one tomorrow, Thursday. This one is going up tomorrow, Thursday, but the schedule for the Black Roundtable, we got to figure out exactly what day that's going to be posted. I'm thinking probably on a Sunday, but right now this is going to be posted tomorrow on a Thursday. Peace to everybody on the check-in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to make sure. Super chat. Peace to everybody, and we're out of here.
Peace to all my righteous.
Peace. Go.